Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game On. How are you guys doing today?
Hello.
Hi, doing good.
You okay there, Ryan?
I'm fine. It's just it was just Koopa going, oh no. It's got me. It's like, no, it's rhyming. Never mind.
The genuine concern.
Yeah, the genuine like,
We need to pee.
oh, no.
We need to pee.
You have to pee. Whatever shall we do? If only there was something to do that in.
Here, boy, you got a cup. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Problem solved.
Thank you, brother Honey Buns.
Oh, the cams are mixed up, they say.
Damn it! They're slightly mixed up. It'll be fine. I'll sort it out. It'll be fine.
It's fine. I can.
wanna see
I
who
It's
can.
fine.
I can
You're
be
still
Lumen.
you. It was just
Oh, boo.
the other two were slightly mixed.
I wanted to be somebody else.
Oh.
Turn it on, Koopa!
But what?
I turned off your camera. I need you to turn it on, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I turned it off. There we go.
Oh, apparently,
It's all good.
Roll 20 decided that it wanted me to not be in it.
Oh, well, that's
No.
nice of it.
I still see you there.
I see Lumen.
I see her as gone. But it's okay. How have you all been? It's been
Too long.
Too
a
long.
long time.
It's true. It's been too
Yes,
long.
it's been forever.
How have you all been?
I almost forgot what you guys looked like.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Almost, but now it's all come back to me.
I'm good.
Yes.
The sheep
Doing
really
good,
threw
man.
me off.
Doing good.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I think
was
so.
like-
Those that don't remember, I had facial hair, and then a little thing called charity happened. We raised a certain amount for St. Jude, and the deal was I had to shave off my facial hair, and so wifey very gleefully, because she doesn't want facial hair on me, shaved it off live on camera. So it was
With
so my
maniacal
chin and lip area still feels weird.
Did she
How
use
long
a
does it
razor?
take you?
It was first it was actually just I have this electrical that will just take it down to the bear. So
Okay.
yeah.
Have you been
yeah.
keeping
Baby
it
Ryan.
down, or
Was that?
have you been keeping it down, or has it just
Yeah.
gone back?
I'll be bringing it back after E3. It was one of those kind of things that I was like, with the timing and how slow my facial hair comes back, I'd get to E3 and it'd be like, like with all this pubic hair on my
Got it.
face. So I thought I'd
my food.
stay by. Yeah, the staircase. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, Koopa, can we get a little peek again at what your
Yeah.
head? Speaking of shaving,
So I also shaved for
it
charity.
looks so cool. It looks so freaking badass. I love it.
Thank you. I really like it too. The only thing that sucks is like when I go outside, I have to make sure to sunblock it now, so that I don't get burned. Because I don't really tan, I burn.
Those Irish genes as well, Celtic genes.
Yeah, I'm actually like 50% Irish. My grandma's from Ireland, so.
Yep.
Yes.
What about you, Bonzai, Koibu?
I don't burn easily.
I burn very easily. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what the question was. I was
No.
like, I don't burn easily. I just kind of go browner. I finally go back to my regular
Bonzai.
shade of brown.
I love you.
We're in rare form today, I feel like. It's good.
It's good.
Good.
This is good. The content's going to be very silly, possibly
be-
today.
Oh no! But in reality, I don't know what I did. But my ribs right here. Did you know that the two bottom ribs float?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know
Yeah.
this. No, this
Are
is
they out of
new
position?
information.
Kind of get missed out. So right now my ribs are misaligned, bruised, and inflamed.
What? How?
I don't. It's because I tried exercising. I told you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what did you try to do?
Don't be healthy.
Well, like, were you trying to do like the Rambo exercising? Did you go out like to
No, I
Alaska
did
and start lifting
beginners.
logs?
I did like beginner's exercise, and also I've been doing like a lot of more hand tools lately for woodworking. So it was just like a combo of that stuff, and it was just like I woke up and I was like, wow, my ribs feel horrible.
No. When I was 12, I actually split those ribs. Like there's cartilage holding them together. So
Good
they're
Lord.
supposed to be like this, and I did like that.
Good Lord. So
Yeah.
Koibu,
What's up?
you haven't shaved off your facial hair. You're not burnt. Have you broken anything as of recent?
Are you injured?
I went to LA and I've been here, and it's been like humid and dry. My lips have been cracking and bleeding, but that's about as much as I get. You know, it's pretty easy.
Sticks to make your skin feel.
God, that's what my wife says. She's always like, Neal, you should wear some chapstick. You wouldn't have this problem. And I'm like, no, chapstick's for girls. I don't wear chapstick.
Not for girls. It's Blistex. Even the army uses this.
Yeah, I know. I'm just stubborn, and so I've been bleeding from my lips because it's been chapped. But that's the worst I have to deal with.
That's when you go in for a kiss. You're like, hi.
Hi, sweetie.
Shade of red.
Ignore the blood. It's just lipstick.
Oh, is that what that's on the corner of your mouth?
Yeah, this is all like cracked and gross. It's disgusting.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, man.
It's
I mean, I don't have bruised floating ribs, so I'm pretty happy here.
He's just gonna he's just gonna take out his pain on us now. You know.
We're going to have a huge party.
You gotta stop making him laugh because I'm sure it's just like.
It'll be fine.
Every time we make him laugh, he kills people more. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, good. Well, we're screwed.
So, does anyone remember where we are or what the hell has been going on in this game?
I think we're back in Meadstead because we went and talked to the Baroness and found out that it was her brother.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right.
So we were trying to devise a plan to get him thrown off guard. Like she was gonna invite him to a familiar party or something like that, where it wouldn't be like, come unarmed.
Yeah, that's right. Because she's like, why don't we storm the castle? And we're like, why don't you just throw a freaking party and then he'll come to us?
Well, hold on. Anything else that we should know before we hop into game? Anything else?
Well, are our animals still with us, or
I think our animals are still with Niga.
Yeah, I think you picked them up on your way out of town last time.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
You got them. They're here.
Bungalow.
What's up, Bungalow?
Bungalow?
Bungalow is here. Sorry.
One of my mods, sorry.
I had to call her out because she's wonderful. And she's helping me with my shop.
Wonderful. I thought Bungalow was an animal for a moment, so I was a little confused.
Oh my god, it's a Bungalow! Run!
It's actually a red squirrel. Oh my god, sorry. But yeah.
Wonderful.
I think what else? He has enough power to summon a demon. That's something.
Oh, and there's a rumor that he got me pregnant.
Oh yeah, and you're pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Very important.
That happened.
Yes, it's very important.
But I don't understand because I'm from the woods, and I don't pick up on those subtle like innuendos that people are making. So I was just kind of like, "What's going on? What do you mean? What?"
What's
they
happening?
Weren't like, "Are you pregnant?" Like.
Yeah, that was a bit of confusion for the NPCs. All right, so I think we're more or less ready to start. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's been a day or two since you arrived back, and you get a summons once again to the Baroness's keep in the middle of Meadstead. When you arrive, she is pacing back and forth a little bit angrily, frustrated, definitely. You can see the lines of worry crossing her face and the tap, tap, tap of her feet as she quickly goes back and forth in this meeting room with her bodyguards kind of standing on the edges of the wall, waiting. She looks up when the three of you enter and furrows her brow. Good afternoon.
What is the matter, my lady?
That damn brother of mine clearly is on to our little plan. The summons that we sent was met with a, how shall I say, less than loving response. And my scrying sorcerers have seen he's pulled together some hobnob shambling little army in the north, in the hills. And I think he's preparing to march on the town.
Okay. What did you say to him? Like, what message did you send that would give him any, like...
I said we hadn't seen him in some time, and that with summer fast approaching, we should probably throw some sort of last week of spring party, a spring break sort of party sort of thing, and he was not interested. He said he had other things to attend to.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Well...
He likely was just planning on doing it anyways. That doesn't necessarily mean that he knows what's going on. He was probably just planning to do this in the first place.
And it's a possibility. He did.
When the Baroness invites you to a party, you attend.
Unless you're planning to kill her.
Exactly.
That's also true.
Yes. So
is there any thoughts into then how we can, I mean, we cannot take on an army. That's not a possibility. Is there any way that you know of that? Is there any kind of back way or whatnot? I mean, you know this land. You know, do you know the keep very well that he resides in?
I know it somewhat. My engineers know it a little better, but I have another plan.
Okay, all right.
His wife and teenage daughter are still at his estate, away from where these armies are amassing. If you would be so good as to secure them for us, that would... Well, if there's going to be a battle or an engagement between us, those civilians should be safely stowed away somewhere so they don't get hurt. And I think if we have them in hand before they come this way, he will have no choice but to abandon his plans. Or at the very least, if he does push forward, we will have hostages.
Interesting. Lumen, brother Honeybun, can I talk to you guys for a quick second? Can I?
Sure.
If you don't mind, just give us a quick second to confer on this plan. So we kind of go off to the little bit here to the side, just under hush tones. Like, so I don't know about you guys, but I don't really feel very comfortable like taking hostages like that to get him to do our will. I don't really feel comfortable.
I'd rather go confront him directly.
If there's a possibility, I just
we don't want to be no better than him.
Yeah, I
mean, but we also don't want them to, ravage the forests on their way to murder the queen.
Well, that's what I mean. If we get him in his own house.
Yeah.
But he's not in his house, which is what the Baroness was saying, that he's already prepping to march.
If we can figure out where he's at, I would rather find a way to actually make it to him than to take a wife and a kid hostage. I mean, there's only two ways that can go, is that we either keep them, and then how's that going to look like to them? Like, let's say we win, and we end up killing them. We've taken them hostage, for God's sakes. I don't know. Like, maybe
they don't like him and they want to come with us.
Well, I still, I mean, do you trust then, keeping them hostages, that, the guards aren't going to get a little shifty and end up accidentally killing them or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Overall, I'm not very keen to the idea of us taking them hostage. And I want to have a consensus on this. So, Brother Honeybun, it sounds like you're not on this. Lumen, I understand we try our best to protect the forest, but I really do not. I mean, come on.
As long as there's no war, I'm fine with whatever outcome y'all come up with.
When family is involved, generally, there's a lot more bloodshed.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. So we come back over and we're like, okay, listen, like it's a good idea. Maybe we can table that for now, but we do not feel very comfortable taking hostages. We wouldn't want any of our loved ones to be taken hostages. You know what I mean? Like, once you cross that line, you start getting to a point.
It's my sister-in-law and my niece. I mean, when I say hostage, I mean put them up in the cushy chambers in the guest room and wait for everything to blow over.
A man who does not blink at murdering his sister will not blink about murdering his wife and child. You may have the higher moral ground, but does he?
Well, what do you propose then?
Well,
Minimal damage. Sneaking into his palace, maybe disguising ourselves as mercenaries to join his army.
And then what? Kill him in the middle of his army and then be cut down yourself? If you're happy to give your life for the cause, that sounds wonderful.
I mean, I like living as much as anybody. Maybe there would be a way to sneak in to his ranks and wait at an opportune time, so it's not just so like
cut him down in the night as an assassin.
Yeah, it's not like we haven't had some moments before where we've had to be in dark caves and slink around where we've needed to, and we do have people here with the abilities to see in some very dark times. Other than Brother Honeybun, I
may have a way to see if we can sneak in the underground. I don't know how far the tunnels reach.
You said you have some engineers that possibly know some more ins and outs. Would you be able to go confer with them and talk to them and see if there is a way, maybe underground or some kind of extra? Because I mean, most of the time these castles, I'm sure even you have a few, emergency ways to get out if say, this place was overrun. So I would guess he would have the same thoughts. So would you quite possibly, could you talk to them and see if there is any extra way into this keep?
She nods. There will probably be some sort of, what's the word? There's a word for exactly what you're talking about, and I can't remember it right now.
Escape tunnel?
No, it's like a port room or a port door or something. There's a term. There's a technical term.
Trap door?
No, I can't remember. There's probably a secret entrance or escape exit that could be used.
All right.
My only concern is if you go in there and try to kill him and fail, I worry about him using that as a incentive to rally people around him. Were you to fail, he would have the "my sister tried to murder me" card to play.
How does he know that we're from his
Exactly. We have nothing to necessarily connect us to you.
And also, if you were to, the same can be said if you take your sister-in-law as a guest in your house.
A guest is a guest.
Well, he could twist it around, you know what I mean? Like, he's already stolen the crown. He's already amassed a little small army. He's clearly thought of a lot of different things. And so he could quite easily turn that around and go, see, they were taken hostage. This is why we're marching. So he'd actually even more reason to march his armies onto you.
Well, if you wish to slip in and kill him in the night, I hate to murder my own brother, but if that is what it comes to, then so be it.
What if we don't kill him? If you have like an apothecary that can maybe transform him into a rat potion or something, and we could take him back here so he can be in trial. Like, we don't have to kill him. We could just make him smaller and then put him in a box and then bring him here.
And put that box in another box.
Make him smaller. Put him in a box. I
mean, we've seen other beings. The were-rats are able to turn from... Do you have any potion that'd be kind of like that could turn him into a rat, at least temporarily?
Let me consult my wizards.
And this is why I love Koibu.
But I mean, we don't have to kill him. We could just capture him.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
That would be perfect.
I would like to kill him.
I know, Koopa, but if we are going to take the higher road to all of this,
I don't like your high roads.
I know.
I don't like your roads in general.
But think
know.
about this. If we have him as a small animal, maybe a weasel, you can essentially let him know how that weasel felt. Your poor creature.
I can kill him as a weasel.
After the trial?
Possibly.
Apparently my wizards say that sort of magic is too rare and difficult to come by. No, I don't think we have any of that on hand.
There's not a single anything that would turn him into anything smaller. Even into a small version of himself. Just
not on hand presently.
Okay.
That would require
I guess we'll just have to kill him.
Oh, wait. Do you have any potion whatsoever that could silence him, that can make him, I don't know, fall asleep or
we could acquire a sleeping potion, yes.
That would, like, I mean, and I'm talking about deep sleep, like he's not coming out of it for a certain period of time.
We could put him into a magical slumber for a matter of hours.
Okay. All right. That'd could potentially work.
The one problem is, how do you get him to drink such a thing?
Well, I mean, we could force it on him, to make him drink. There's ways to do that as such.
Okay.
We'd have to first, of course, I mean, now, out of curiosity, we live in an age and a time that has needles and syringes, correct?
No, definitely not.
Okay. All right. Just
so no blow darts.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. It's like blow darts. Like we don't live in.
Oh no, you would need like a blow dart is one thing, but for a sleeping potion, you need to like drink it's too large of a volume to apply via dart.
I can sit on him and then force it down his throat.
That's true, Brother Honeybuns. You do have your ways. All right. Well, as long as we have the potion, I'm pretty sure we can figure out whether it's forcibly or in some other kind of way that may present itself that we don't know as of yet. But either way, we
have any inside information. Does your brother partake in ladies of the night?
We are not very close. He has not been around for some time. I don't know what his proclivities are. I would not be surprised if the sort of person who would overthrow his beloved sister would also cheat on his wife. But I have no knowledge of that.
All right. Well, either way, do you think your wizards can whip up one of those sleeping potions that we can take with us?
Yes, we have some on hand. I sometimes have insomnia. It helps me go to sleep.
Perfect. All right, so we just to make sure, can we grab just two, just to make sure we have one backup? Would that be okay?
They give you two.
Cool. Perfect. All right. Now we just need to have an idea if you still
want to extend your invitation out to your sister-in-law and to the party, I see no problem with that being something.
Well, the invitation has been extended and rejected by dear brother.
Well, in either event, if we can have a chance to, if you can talk to your engineers and find out where we might be able to slip in unnoticed into the keep, that would be awesome.
I will go speak with them.
Thank you.
I will send word to you as soon as I have my information.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
You guys are dismissed and free to leave and chat amongst yourselves about your plans.
Well, first things first, I might have an alternate way of getting there. I'm going to go ahead and go to my tunnel dwellers, the Forgotten, and see, she told us the location of everything. I will go ahead and ask my Forgotten people who I've essentially been putting this sham of a restaurant on top of for.
It's not a sham of a restaurant. It's a valid restaurant.
It is a valid restaurant. Lots of charities given to the mutant monsters below. But yes, I will ask if they have any knowledge of tunnels or if they essentially have noticed vibrations above the earth in a certain area.
Let's roll some dice here. Let's find out. Let's Let's see. They haven't
It's
noticed.
a bad sham.
They haven't noticed any vibrations or anything like that, but they are familiar with other networks of tunnels, mostly sewer systems of other towns. They have friends and they visit, here and there. So if you want sewer systems for these other major towns, that'll work. Let's see if they know anything about this keep in particular. They can tell you that the region where the brother is staying has a single sort of like sewage system exiting the tunnel, or the keep. So, castle-y, keepy thingy, and then there's a little bit of a sewer pipe that dumps out into the river directly. And there's little grates across that which make it difficult to access, but not impossible. They haven't been inside of it, so they don't know if there are exits once you get in the keep, but there would be like a sewer system route, but it would be like crawling through, lots of waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank them very much. And ask them how their conditions are here. It looks like they're improving the place.
It's a little better every day. But, what are you going to do when, what are you going to do? It's like, it gets a little better, it gets a little worse, it rains, washes all the filth away, it's a dry spell, things build up, a lot of mosquitoes in the summer,
all right.
Well,
I do have one thing to warn you guys about. There may be a war coming.
Oh, it's all right. Wars just deal with the surface folk. We're always been fine throughout the war. Unless, is it coming down here?
No, but...
Oh, good. All right.
But if anything, something may happen to me and my abode. So I am warning you that might happen.
Well, if your city gets sacked and you're all dying, come on down. I've got a guest room. We can put you all up in there, or if you really like it, I'm sure we could find a way to make you blend in a little bit more. We could put some sticks on your shoulders and kind of make you look like one of us.
Oh no, that is all right. I just wanted to make sure that you're okay and the situation that happens.
Oh yeah, well thanks. But yeah, come on down anytime. We'd love to have you. We'll try and keep the slime off of you if that matters. But yeah.
Cool. I appreciate that. I really do.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's cool to know. I mean, at least I have that information of, hey, they can show me a way into the sewers if
Yeah, they can show you that way if you want it. Okay. So let me sort out what the engineers can figure out from the keep.
I can also talk to the animals in the area and see if they know any ways in when we get there.
Postern door? Is that the word? This is driving me crazy that I can't figure out the name of this.
Somebody said portcullis?
No, those are the gate, the vertical bars that open and close.
Panic room?
A panic room?
I don't know. I was just thinking something to go...
A postern is a secondary door or gate in fortification, such as a city wall or curtain wall. Postern door. Yes, that's what we're looking for. So yes, the engineers come back, and there is a postern gate or door to the keep. It's built into the back side of the wall, and it's disguised so it just looks like a regular section of wall. There's a little bit of a loosey-goosey stone nearby that you can kind of pull out, and inside there's a lever you pull, which will open the gate, and then you replace the stone. So there is a secret back entrance that you guys can use.
I'm sure when we get there, there will be some sort of bird or squirrel or raccoon that we can talk to show us the door. I'm sure they've seen people scamper in and out of it on occasion.
Generally, we should just talk to
Find
Ryan.
the rats. Yeah. There.
Okay.
I mean, we do have the ability to talk to him, so.
I mean, you were preparing for a party. It would be a waste to have all those food go to waste, so we should just pack it as supplies. Just thinking.
Of course, they're happy to give you all the food you may need for such a endeavor.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get our
So sneaky. So there's a sneaky
postern.
Postern. So whoa. So the keep that we're going to is the Calderon.
No, it's not marked on the world map.
Oh, it's not on. Okay.
No, it's just up in the hills.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. Let's just get.
Is it a known fort or?
Yes. It's just the northern fort that has been in the family for ages. That's really supposed to guard against the dwarves in the north should they ever get their shit together and rebel. But it's never been an issue, so it's just kind of a castle that sits up there.
Well, I mean, I know you are not very close to your brother, but if you were to have any information, because it looked like he had under his control a demon.
Oh, well, that's good luck. Have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's all the information you have is, oh, good luck.
This is news to me.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you know what his relationship with this demon was? Was it one of servitude? Or did he summon it? How did he get a demon?
It seemed that he was leaning on it, and then he ordered it to kill us. And when demons attack, we can't really ask questions.
Right, of course. That sounds very problematic. So I'm glad that you all are going on this mission to save us all then.
And man, this would be a time I really wish we had
Niga.
a large orc on our side or something.
Yes.
If only you could have made it worth her while, Baroness.
Made what? Who? Where? While?
Never mind.
So, anywho, end up. So you guys want to start out and start making our way there? Should we? Now, is it already nightfall or?
No, it's still the day. It'll be
daytime.
about a. Let's look at the distance here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It is something like 12 miles up towards the keep, so you can be there within a day.
Okay, so
You could get there by tonight if you left right now, basically.
Well, are we well rested right now? Are we
Yeah,
good?
it's been 2 days. 3
Okay,
days.
all right. So I would say let's start making our way up there.
All right.
If you guys are, there's a
I'm good.
consensus. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
if we get there, we should spend a day at least looking and getting some information before we storm the castle.
Okay, all right. I think that's a good idea. I think it's fair.
All right. So the party gets their gear together and sets off towards the north, towards this keep to deal with this brother, this frustrating brother.
Mm-hmm.
As brothers are wont to be, actually. Let's just take a quick look at this. Perfect. So off you go. What is your marching order while you're hiking through the overland?
I am in the back.
Oh,
Hills
gotcha,
are
gotcha.
hard.
Yeah.
I
And
would like to be in the front because I'm used to trekking.
yeah, so I'd be in the middle, and I think Tank, my pup, would be back there with Honey Bun, just keeping him company and keeping him safe.
Wonderful. Let's put
Ooh,
Tankster
on the
map.
way out, is there any way I could get a false beard to disguise myself?
You know,
I have no
let's-
disguise.
You know what? The Baroness does have a makeup artist on hand. She's a big fan of the theater, and so she's got like a small private troupe that performs for her. And they do have a false beard that they will lend you because it's their only one. So, like, please bring it back intact. Otherwise, how the hell are we going to put on the pirate and the captain's daughter? Like, it's just, it won't work. So,
I see that Honey Bun is getting stuff, and I have her give me these glasses to disguise myself because I think that sounds fun.
Nice. It's the Clark Kent effect. No one will ever know.
I agree.
Oh no, Brother Honey Bun never had a beard. Hold on, where is that?
I also braided my hair. So, you know, yeah.
Here you go, Brother Honey Bun. This is Brother Honey Bun.
Now with a beard, so you'll never recognize him.
Aha! You'll never recognize me. Very good disguise.
You need to put a beard on him.
What is that picture from?
I think that's
it's from the internet.
I was hoping for something a little more specific, but
no. It's just I really literally just Googled.
What is this internet you speak of?
I literally just Googled fat monk, and this
Fat monk. That one monk, that darn monk.
This is the portrayal of Friar Tuck, apparently.
Oh,
that's what I said.
Well, there you go.
It was Friar Tuck. That's what
Wait, did you Google fat monk or that monk? Fat monk. I thought you said you Googled that monk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. He's thick. I should have put thick monk.
Thick.
This was before that meme came out. He's
2 C's.
Yes.
All right. So off you go to the north. And can I get perception checks from the party as you're hiking along this trail?
Perception +5.
But look, an 805 number.
Oh boy. I can't see very well.
Oh, a natural one. Ooh, so good.
Yeah.
I got 16.
So good.
Lumen, those glasses.
I'm hilarious from my hike.
Brother Honeybun's huffing and puffing and having a hard time keeping up. Lumen's got these glasses on, and they're actually prescription glasses, and so it's kind of like throwing her off. However, TheOnlyRyann, you catch sight of a familiar shadow kind of drifting across the ground around you. And as you kind of take a look at the shadow and look up into the sky, you notice that whatever this thing flying in the sky is has 3 heads. One of them's really long, and one of them's kind of got like this big maney thingy going around it.
Oh,
the other one's got some horns.
Didn't we end up hitting? Didn't I shoot one of the heads?
No, you didn't kill him. You just mortally wounded, and now it has a grudge.
Well, yeah, but didn't we take out one of its eyeballs or something like that, or something?
Yeah, but I mean, it still has like 6. No.
This may not even be like. What if this is its mom or its brother?
That's true.
And it begins
so,
to descend.
Oh boy. Are we just completely out in the open, or are we in the forested areas?
It's actually pretty. There are trees, but it's kind of sparse.
Okay, so there's no.
It looks a little bit like this.
The crappy part is that when we faced this, we actually had. This is going to be also the difficult part, because when we did this stuff, we had an orc with us. We had.
Did have an orc with us. Well,
I hope the health is. I hope maybe out there to the ether, the health has been designed to be brought down a bit since last we faced it, because we had 4 people with us.
But I think you've gained a level since then.
Did we? Did we gain levels?
Did we gain a level?
No, you didn't give us a level up.
Yeah,
since the very last time you fought this thing.
Yeah, you said you haven't given us a level.
Never leveled?
Yeah,
what level are you all? You're still 3?
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were supposed to level between then and now.
Oh, thank you. We asked you, and you're like, maybe we'll take care of that later.
Yeah, I think we were gonna take care of it later, and then it was like 3 weeks between games, and it just didn't get taken care of. So why don't we take a break, and we'll just level our characters in the break, and
Cool.
then we'll see what our little 3-headed friend has to say.
Cool.
Oh.
We'll see you
boy.
guys in just a moment.
BRB.